As you said, Chris Hero, co-trainer here at the IWA Mid-South Wrestling School. The influences of Chris Hero are almost too many to name. Trained under Les Thatcher, Dory Funk Jr., Dave Taylor, Fit Finley, William Regal, Tracy Smothers, Ian Rotten, as well as Skyda from the Toriyamon organization participated in a camp with him in recent months. And always looking to expand his knowledge of professional wrestling and the various styles that there are. We see one style highlighted this weekend, the deathmatch style, but we see some great technical wrestling as well. People like Alex Shelley, Jimmy Jacobs, Sanjay Dutt, and Jerry Lynn tonight. And now we see a little bit more technical, but also a little bit of strong style out of these two men.
Hey, let me tell you something. A guy was supposed to be here tonight. Had some things come up and had to take care of his family. Low Life Louie, a guy that Homicide trained, has been his tag partner. Louie, one source, only income in his family, and had to take care of his family this week, and that's being a man.
Yeah.
That's an impressive thing. We'd like to have him back sometime soon. But what I was getting into is me and Axel had an opportunity for Jersey All Pro Wrestling to wrestle Low Life Louie and Homicide. You're going to see Homicide go hold for hold, move for move with Chris Hero here. But let me tell you something. This kid's hardcore too. I mean,
yeah, wasn't that like a barbed wire match?
Yeah,
or barbed wire?
He's no fucking joke when it comes to hardcore shit either. Incredible athlete,
But he can wrestle as well, and that is what he has been building his name over the past year or so, just doing the straight technical wrestling, hard-hitting, strong style on the East Coast.
Tough to do, because once you get that what's the word I'm looking for?
Stigma?
Stigma, yeah. I've been pushing him.
Yes, you have.
Once you get that stigma on you, it's hard to get off. Trust me, I know. It's just like a lady wrestler who would do nothing but bra and panties matches and then want to be respected for as a wrestler.
That's right.
It's all kinds of different aspects of our business, and when you can do them all, it's a grand thing. And Homicide certainly can do them.
And Chris Hero, with the variety of influences, can wrestle various styles as well, be it lucha libre, strong style, traditional American wrestling. Even competed in the 2001 King of the Deathmatch tournament. So Chris Hero pretty much do any style as well, as he maneuvers into a top wrist lock with Homicide. Drags Hero over top, drives the knee into the arm, and open axe slaps right across the face of Chris Hero. Jockeying for position right now, but in the ropes, referee Brian Gorey asks for a break, and Chris Hero gives it to him. Homicide scoots out to the floor to regain his bearings a little bit before getting back in the ring with the heavyweight champion of this company. Heavyweight title will be defended tomorrow night. Whoever the winner of this matchup turns out to be, night 2 of King of the Death matches. It's Chris Hero with it's like an arm drag, but it was a body drag. And once again out to the floor goes Homicide, clutching his knee. He's finding out just what Chris Hero is all about.
Chris Hero can pick a body part.
Yes, he can.
It apart.
Show him what you're doing to Loki.
Collar and elbow tie-up once again as Homicide Grabs hold of the arm of Chris Hero. Just wrenching down on that arm across his own shoulder. Goes to whip Hero into the buckle. Hero walks the turnbuckles, goes through the legs of Homicide. Greco-Roman knuckle lock, one hand kicked away by Hero. Over top he goes and backwards through the legs of Homicide. Steps over, rolls him up, 1, 2, only 2, and these fans on their feet.
Ladies and gentlemen watching at home video, that is the IWA World Heavyweight Champion, Chris motherfucking Hero!
They lock up once again. Homicide backing Hero into the corner. Brian Gorey asking for a clean break. Will he get it? Chop across the chest by Homicide with authority. Hero kind of like gives him a look. Oh, you want to get a little bit tough in there? You want to lay it in? He can lay it in. He's just going hold for hold thus far. Locking up once again. This time Hero backs Homicide into the corner. Clean break from Hero. Or will he return the favor on that chop? He does. Anything you can do, I can do better.
And you know, you say the list Chris Hero's influences and the guys that have trained him and coached him, and to list me in with the rest of those guys, that's a great accomplishment for myself. And
exchanging chops, a double chop that time. Homicide fires back with double chop of his own. Goes to the eyes of Chris Hero. Grabs a side headlock on the heavyweight champion. Shot to the midsection by Chris Hero. A second and a third time. Shoots Homicide into the ropes. Shoulder tackle, knocks down Hero. Step over by Homicide. Deep arm drag by Hero. Arm drag by Homicide. Back and forth they go. Fourth arm drag by Homicide. They collide, both going for arm drags at the very same time, at a stalemate right there. Once again, Homicide to the eye. But if you can't out-wrestle him, go to the eyes. Well, Homicide's a great athlete, but if he has to resort to that, it's a little bit questionable. Well, stay away from the eyes. It's true.
I don't want to see him do a pirouette.
But hold for hold, move for move. Hey, don't need to go low, go to the eyes. Don't put... Hero comes charging with a forearm right to the jaw. Homicide letting it register a little bit. Hero sends him in the ropes, reversal of the whip. Hero comes out, beats nothing but elbow. Handful of hair by Homicide. Snaps Hero over and it kicks in the back. A second, 3, 4. Brutal kicks to the back, but only 2. And for those playing along, this is a first-time meeting between these two athletes anywhere in professional wrestling. One of the best on the East Coast, one of the the hardest hitting on the East Coast in Homicide, meeting the best here in the Mid-South.
God damn, you can hear knuckles hit there.
And a shot right across the chest.
In vain, but damn.
Homicide orders a headbutt of his own, trying to stay on his own feet. Hero's already down, and down goes Homicide. Homicide is standing position, has Hero back on his feet, sends Hero into the ropes, ducks the elbow attack, sends Homicide into the ropes. picks him up, chokes the wall, into a backbreaker across the knee. Still holding on to the wrist of Homicide. Picking up, high hand belly to back suplex. Goes for the cover. Only two, you gotta hook the leg, man. Hero sets Homicide up, kick to the back from Hero. Turnabout is fair play, off the ropes this time with another kick to the back.
It's good for the gooses, good for the gander.
Has a hold of Homicide's leg, hooks it tight. Only an ear fall for Chris Hero. Hero. One of his influences coming out right there. Homicide fires back with a chop. Elbow from Hero. Homicide with a jumping headbutt. Here's a big boy. Hero now slumped over in the corner, boot to the midsection. The challenger pulls Hero out of the corner.
He'll regret that.
Yeah, you don't want to give those forearm smashes to the back to Chris Hero because he'll fire back 10 times as hard. Homicide just kicking Hero right in the head, right in the face. Kawada style. Hero fighting out. Lands a solid shot. And a headbutt from Hero now. Knocks himself down, delivering the maneuver.
What did I tell these people at the beginning?
That they would see a strong style hard-hitting match, and that's exactly what they're getting. Neither man with a decided advantage in the contest thus far. Hero connects. Homicide sent to the ropes. Leapfrog by Hero. Drops down. Homicide rolls by. Drop kick connects. Right to the face of Hero. Knocks him out to the concrete. And Homicide looks poised for something high impact. Right here. Hero ducks underneath the baseball slide attempt. Blocks Homicide's attempt. Handful of hair. Right into the ring post goes the heavyweight champion.
Get him back inside, Homicide. Get him back in the ring.
Homicide pulling up Hero by the hair, pitches him into the ring. Heavyweight championship of the IWA Mid-South on the line. Homicide scoops Hero, plants him with a body slam. Now going out to the apron. Homicide looking to go up top. As Hero lays prone in the middle of the ring. Double stomp! Right down onto the ribs of Chris Hero. And a running forearm from Homicide. And Hero is slumped down in the corner. Running kick from Homicide. Knocks Hero's face into the front row. Fans asking for one more time. But Homicide thinks better of it. He's going to stay focused with his attack. He's got a game plan. This is for the championship. Traps the head of Hero, floats over into a cover. And only a one count, did not hook the leg on that.
You know, I'm not trying to put Homicide down, but trust me, Chris Hero's been hit harder. He's been hit more often. And I can personally guarantee he's taking nastier, stiffer headbutts. You know,
right hand shots.
Homicide might want to make sure every time he goes for a pin on Chris Hero, he gets a cradle in there also.
Homicide takes the buckle. Hero comes charging into an elbow. Second turnbuckle goes Homicide. Tornado DDT into a cover. Two. But Hero able to kick out. Homicide thinking about what does he do next? What is his next move? He's got the champion down. But waited a little bit too long thinking. Got a kick from Hero, but double kick right to the back of the head of Hero. And he's sitting up, but I don't know if he knows where he's at.
I don't think he does.
He slumps over. Handful of hair by Homicide. Once again, pulling Hero into the corner. Elbow to the back of the head. Second turnbuckle once again for Homicide. Slap right across the side of the head. Looking for another tornado DDT. Hero thwarts the attempt. Comes charging, but Homicide blocks, stuck to the clothesline. Lands a right to the jaw. And another. Oh my God! Homicide still on his feet. A third. Homicide goes down to one knee, slams into the ropes. Chris Hero with Homicide, sent to the ropes. Going for an arm drag. Homicide had that scouted. Has Hero now. Snaps him right down on top of his head.
It looked like
Yeah, a modification. Homicide held onto the ropes as Hero was going for the deep arm drag and hit that one over, but only two. Homicide pulling Chris Hero back up off the canvas as 15 minutes have elapsed in this heavyweight title contest. Homicide drops him right on his head once again. Floats over into a cover. Not cradling that leg. Hero able to kick out at two. As these fans get behind your heavyweight champion, Homicide sets him up. Off the ropes he comes. Big running boot right to the face of Hero. Hero down once again as Homicide looks to be climbing up top once again. Homicide to the second and all the way to the top rope. Measures Hero and comes off. Hero rolls out of the way. Crash and burn. Homicide meets nothing but canvas. Hero asking, looking for the support of these fans, the encouragement to keep the fight coming to Homicide. Hero back on his feet, lands a solid shot that knocks Homicide down, but he's back up. Another shot lands, back to his feet comes Homicide. A third, but staying on his feet this time. Hero with Homicide, set into the ropes. Boot to the midsection by Hero, off the ropes. Front flip neckbreaker connects. Hero's got him down.
Chris needs to stop worrying about this crowd and put this guy away. This guy is a dangerous threat to his heavyweight title.
Following up on the maneuver is Hero, sends him into the ropes. Power slam into a cover. 1, 2, almost 3. Millimeters away from retaining the heavyweight championship tonight. August 1st, 2003, the king of the death matches. Hero slowly picking his opponent back up. Solid forearm connects, but Homicide fires back with one of his own. Hero lands another. Homicide with momentum off the ropes, lands a big running boot. A boot from Chris Hero as well. But both men on their feet. Boot from Homicide. Hero comes charging, big running boot. This time he goes down. Here with the leg. Hangman's clutch stitched in. Can he get the hands? Homicide wiggles his way out of it. He couldn't stitch the hands around the head of Homicide. Shot to the lower regions by Homicide. Tying up the legs of Chris Hero right now. Homicide with 2 handfuls of hair and the legs tied up. Will Chris Hero give it up right now? Modification of an SPF. Referee Brian Boyd getting in there, seeing him. Chris Hero wants to give it up. Will Homicide walk away from night one, the new heavyweight champion? No. Hero makes his way to the bottom row, forcing the break. Homicide pulls Hero up. Snap mares him over. Kick to the back once again from Homicide. Hero rolling all the way out to the apron and to the floor. To regroup just a little bit, but Homicide looks ready to hit something big. But sets on through the ropes and into the third row. IWA! 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 Homicide hits the high impact maneuver on Hero, but he can't win that championship out on the floor. He's got to bring it back to the ring. Hero rolls in, but he's in a world of pain right now as a result of that maneuver. Took out one of the chairs in the process. 1, 2, Hero gets that left shoulder up. Homicide with a waist lock on Chris Hero. Can't get the suplex. Full Nelson looking for the Dragon suplex instead. Release German suplex, dropping Homicide on his head. Hero back to his feet, but a lariat chops the heavyweight champion down. But he's back up. Off the ropes, running big boot from Chris Hero. Homicide back up. Swings a little bit wildly, waist lock, shot to the lower extremities. Looking for the cop killer. Will he get the cop killer? Chris Hero! Cop killer! Cop killer! But Hero rolls out to the floor. Homicide not able to go for a cover. That could be it to put away Chris Hero and earn Homicide the championship. That could be it. Get out of the game. Homicide has put away many competitors in that maneuver, but he needs to bring him back in.
With the smarts to get out of that ring quickly. Hold on.
Homicide out on the floor as referee Brian Goy tending to Chris Hero. Homicide either waiting and measuring him or giving him a little bit of time to come to his senses. The referee telling Homicide to stand back. Hero might be hurt. Homicide drops his opponent right on their neck and their head with that maneuver, and that might be what happened to Hero. I mean, he could be injured at this point for all we know. Referee checking on the heavyweight champion, and we see some sportsmanship here from Homicide. If we do have an injured man out on the floor, which looks to be the case, he's given him some time. Looks like Homicide wants the mic.
I think he's asking for some water.
Some water, maybe.
Come on, Hero.
He's got some water coming up as the referee tends to Chris Hero.
Get up.
An excellent strong style back and forth matchup. Hopefully it doesn't end with an injury right here. So we can see a decided winner in the heavyweight championship matchup here on night one. Trying to revive Chris Hero, bring him back into the matchup. Keep this thing going. Hero back up. Clubbing forearm to the back and a headbutt from Homicide. Hero on his feet, but pretty much out on his feet at this point.
Get the fuck up, champion!
Trying to bring him back into the match, talking a little bit of trash, trying to fire up Chris Hero. If he's even very coherent at this point. Back inside the ring. Now is Homicide's opportunity. Going for the cover. Hook of the leg. 2! Hero kicks out. Hero still in the matchup. Covers him a second time. And again, Hero with enough energy to kick out.
Energy is it's 2 Homicide. I don't know if it's
He's just got to follow up. Hit another maneuver if he wants that title. And go for another cover. Looking for the cop killer once again, but Hero down to one knee, trying to block it. Trying to fight it off. Struggling for positioning. Hero steps over, off the ropes he comes. Boom to the midsection of Hero. Vertical suplex. Hero lands on his feet. Hero's welcome. Homicide blocks it. Homicide blocks it. Hero couldn't get the maneuver. Homicide couldn't get a second cop killer on Chris Hero.
and they hit the face there.
Yeah.
As he blocked it, looks like Chris Hero's mouth and nose has been busted wide open.
Homicide back to his feet, swings. Hero ducks it. Hero's welcome. He connects this time. Hero's welcome. Right in the center of the ring, looks like he might be setting up for the Hangman's clutch. Can he cinch it in? Forearms to the back. Three-quarter chassery. Hands locked. Is it Getting too close to the ropes. Spangori right there. Will he tap out? Will he tap out? Chris Hero at the Hangman's Clutch. Homicide reaches the bottom rope.
Hero's gonna drag him out. IWA-MS down!
Hero stitches it in the middle of the ring.
He's got it in the middle.
Will he tap? Will he tap? Hero's got it in the center of the ring. Homicide taps.